simple American dreams, like just owning a house and having a family and being comfortable, not having to worry a lot about bills. That kind of scenario is just a lot harder and a lot less attainable than it was 30, 40 years ago. It's crazy. Even less than 10 years ago.
Rania Sala is a first-gen American. She was born in Virginia. Her parents are Palestinian and lived in Falls Church, Virginia when they first came to the U.S. She spent her childhood in Jordan before coming back to America when she was 15. Rania attended American University on a full-ride scholarship and graduated in 2022 with a degree in public health. After struggling with job security and her health, she's decided to pack up her entire life and leave the U.S. for good.
I graduated, immediately started working, but I have lupus, so my go was kind of forcibly stopped. I had to quit my job just because.
Lupus is, what is lupus? I'm going to look it up. It's like an immune something. What is lupus? It's a chronic autoimmune disease where the body's immune system mistakenly attacks healthy tissues and organs, causing inflammation and potentially leading to damage. It's not contagious. Can affect the skin, joints, kidneys, heart, and brain. It doesn't sound fun. Wow, fatigue, joint pain, butterfly rash. Okay. Yikes.
Because my lupus was getting really bad, and I worked with a lot of lupus patients, and that was really affecting my mental health.
The United States is kind of the hub of autoimmune disorders. There were 10 many years ago, and just in America, we've developed over 100 kinds.
She shared her story of living with an autoimmune disease on TikTok, and it drew over 2.5 million viewers.
Guys, I kid you not. I went to my rheumatologist today.
He was anticipating that a lot of my stress would go away when I move abroad, and therefore my lupus would get better, and also the quality of food.
He kept saying, I'm so happy for you, I'm so happy for you.
Even with her degree and certifications, Rania said she couldn't land a professional job.
Here I am, unemployed, pursuing my master's. I have many certificates aside from my bachelor's degree, and I can't even land like an administrative position.
See, this is what's so frustrating about the state of this country, right? And this has been a theme I've talked about on this channel for years. Like, she sounds like at least she's done everything right? She's a good person. She's got a, clean record. She's not doing crazy stuff. She got the education. She got higher education. Now, it sounds like she got pretty lucky in the sense that she got some scholarships, so that's good in relation to not being buried in hopefully tons of student debt. It doesn't sound like, but you know what I mean. Like, she did the right track of what you're supposed to do here, or what you're taught you're supposed to do. But yet she can't find a job. Like, it's so hard to find a job, even with all these, golden certificates that you're supposed to get. Again, this doesn't seem like it was the case 20, 30, 40 years ago. You went out and you worked your ass off and you got education. That was, what you sacrificed during your youth to end up with a great career and, kind of be set for life with a good job that you're into and with great money that will, support you throughout your endeavors. It's just so frustrating to hear. And this is the case for so many people I know, at least for Americans. So many people, most people know, go through this. They go through schooling, they go through debt, they go through this, that, and it doesn't even work out, right? And then they're stuck with that. The job market is just all over the place. The cost of living is crazy. The cost of housing is crazy. The cost of new cars is crazy. Healthcare, you name it, right? We all know the go-to problems. It's just a mess. Not to mention health issues, which when you have a point where you have a half-decent physician telling you, instead of, getting you on the sick care model and pumping you full of pills and drugs, actually giving you advice saying, you know what, I think your best bet would to get the hell out of here and go to somewhere with maybe a better network of care and more so better food and less stress. That's a hell of a diagnosis, right? Getting out of here literally for health reasons. That is not the first time that's happened. I've heard of that before. That's how you know there's something wrong with like the food standards here, and perhaps a lot of other things like work culture and the pace of life is just so fast here. It's like, holy smokes, this is literally messing with people. This is slowly killing people.
What made you realize you needed to leave?
I think the past 5 months where I hit 500 job applications, I got so depressed.
Whoa, I did not catch that the first go around. I caught it right here in editing. 500 job applications. I almost have a hard time believing that. That's really crazy. And if that's true, I feel really bad for that, right? Like that is something crazy to go through. Things are messed up here, no doubt about it. But 500 job applications and not getting something out of that just seems almost unbelievable. Wow. I just had to mention that. That is crazy.
Because I blamed myself. I felt valueless. I felt like
That
my
sucks.
existence didn't matter. One day I was just speaking to my father, and he actually suggested, he's like, you're not stuck there. You know that, right?
So where are you going and when will you be
Damn.
moving?
So I am moving next week. I'm going to end up in Qatar. I have my sister there. She moved there a few years ago
Hey, you know what? Good for her getting out of here.
from London.
I don't
and
blame her.
Her life got so much better. She's very, very happy, very financially stable. And so it just seemed like the perfect option. It checked all my boxes.
Rania says it was hard to make ends meet in DC.
Rent is always a huge stressor. My
Yeah,
car
it's
payments.
expensive.
On a day-to-day, it looks like your friend's asking you out to eat and you say, actually, I can't.
Yeah.
It's going to the grocery store and looking for the deals.
Though inflation shows signs of cooling, food prices went up 3.3% from May 2023 to May.
And let me tell you, it feels like it's way more than that. I think I have the receipts to prove it. But even just 3.3%, that's not over the course of 5 or 6 or 7 years. That's over the course of 1 year, 12 months. And it keeps doing that. So I guess that might be right, because if I'm thinking like, 2020, 2021 to now, it's just ridiculous how much things cost. If I think like 2017, the year I met my wife, to now, it's like unbelievable. That, to me, that doesn't seem like that long ago, because time flies, unfortunately, right? I think of life in 2017. Oh my God, that is not long ago. That's only 8 years ago. But it was like a different world in how things cost. I remember what we got at the store back then. I remember if I did that same thing now, it would literally be double the price, if not a little more, right? Like $60 worth of groceries cost $120 now, and I'm not even making that up. Of course, food out is expensive. Produce is expensive. It's just
2024,
It's crazy,
according to
man.
the USDA. Rent
Houses.
has steadily
Oh,
increased
don't even
since
get me
the
started on
pandemic.
that.
One study by the New York
Yeah,
Fed
rent.
estimates that Gen
rent in houses is just absurd.
Zers on average have about $21,000 of student debt. And we just aren't working with the same setup as our parents and grandparents. Incomes
Yeah.
have not kept up with home prices.
And this is just in my lifetime. I was born in 92, so like close enough, right? Back then, you could get a home for under 100K almost anywhere, no problem. And that got you a nice home you could take care of, you could make upgrades to, you could have nice landscaping, you could afford a new car, a new van, a new SUV, whatever you wanted, right? You could pick a private school, you could go on a vacation every year. People were living good back then. Like the average person really was doing all right, in the 90s especially. Look at this. Home, 79,000 US dollars. Income, people were still making around 40, 50 grand a year. Now, people, for a household income, that's what this is based on, is household, I know it is. Because average income is, if it's like a single person, is usually only like $40,000. But for, let's say, household income, $74,000 now. But look at this. The average home in the U.S. costs over $400,000. That is totally accurate, by the way. Look at the gap. It's ridiculous. What is happening?
The American dream as a promise that If you as an individual work hard